Today I'm gonna once again give a small recap on how to create a project and a package and a class, and then how to write a program. So we'll create a project. So for creating a project, go to new file, new, then you can go to project. Then you can select your Java project. Otherwise, it will be there into the Java folder. Select the Java project, click on next, and make sure you select the environment to Java SE 1.7 or 1.8. Right now, I'm having 1.7. I'll select it. The project name, I'll just give it as actually first project. I'll give it a second project. Then I'll click on finish. Once you create the project, as usual I told, there will be a source folder and then the JRE system library. What is this JRE system library means? Nothing. That is, it consists of a jar files which consist of packages and then after that your classes. Okay, which consist of your packages and then those packages will have some classes of it. Okay, that is for execution files. That is what we'll be having. If you see in the diagrammatic level, so if you see in the direct manager, see Eclipse will consist of the source folder and then the JRE system library will be there. Then the original folder will have the source folder and then the bin folder. Now I'm going to create a package. Okay. Hey, here just one small thing I have done here. So the thing is, JRE system library will not be visible over there into the original folder location. That in the original folder location, that alone will not be visible. That's the only thing. So now to so now we have created the project over here. Then I'm going to create a package. I'm going to create a package. So I'm going to create a package. So here, right click on the source folder, click on new. Now click on package. Then here you have to give the package over here. The package name should always start with smaller letter. That is, it's a standard format, but it's optional. Okay, not mandatory. I'll go with this example. Second Java training. Something I'll just give. Then I'll click on finish. Now it created the package. Right click new. Go to class. Here class name always should start with capital letter. So here I'll just give my own class. I'll just give like this. If you want to change to some other project, browse and then you can select the project and then the source folder, whichever you want over there. Okay, so right now I want the second project source folder. That means under this second project, in this source folder will be created. Then my package, right now I have only one package, so second Java training. The default package is what means, if in case I'm not created any package directly. If I given the class means we created under a default package. That's the only thing. Then public static void main I given. Then I'll click on finish. Always a class should have a public static void main. Okay, then only it will work for us. Okay, always a class should have a public static void main for us over there. That is, this is an executable function which will execute for us. That's the main thing. Okay, then for example, if I don't have the main function, wrongly I created a class without a main function, means the shortcut to get it what? MAIN control space. Okay, then enter. That will give you this public static void main function. Then if I want to print some information, system.out.println SYSO control space, then hello world. Okay, there is another thing, SYSO welcome, SYSO how are you. Okay, if I right click, run as Java application, see it prints me hello world, welcome, how are you. All these things will be printed over there. Okay, so now in case if I give it as instead of println, I'm going to give only print. So print line means what will happen? That is printed, go to the next line. Okay, only print means everything will be printed on the same line over there. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? This is the only thing over here. Yeah. Okay. So now we have seen about how to create a class and then how to print the information, all those things. So now today we go and see about the variables. Okay, what is the variables? Okay. What is the variables means? Okay, variables are just a memory location which can store some values in it. Variables. Okay, variables are what means? Is just a memory location. It's a memory location it's a memory location which can store values in it. That's it. Okay, it's just a memory location which can store values in it. That's what it will do. Clear? So in Java, there is another concept. Okay, not in Java. In all the programming language, there is another concept called data types. You might been heard about this one. What are these data types means? Okay, so what type of data I can store in a variable? Okay, so what type of data I can store in a variable? Okay, it's just a it refers what type of data the value is. Okay, so for example, what type of data the value? Okay, what is my value? It just helps us to make sure that this is the this value belongs to this data type. You can store in this variable. That's what it will do. So what are the data types? You might heard about it, and what are the things that we have in Java? We'll see. Okay, so we have first byte. Okay, we have byte. That is the first data type we have over there. Okay, byte is what means is just zeros and ones. Okay, zeros and ones. This is what byte will have. Then after that we have short. Then we have integer. Then we have long. Okay. Then we have double, float, boolean. Then we have character. Okay. Then there is another information called string, but this is not a data type in Java. String is a class in Java. String alone is a class in Java. Okay, it's a class in Java. String is a class in Java. That's what. Okay. So what this short and all those things will do, we'll see. Okay. Short, what it will do, that is it can store zeros and ones. Short, what does that mean? Okay, I'm not going to give you the proper one, but the difference between actually what the short, integer and long. Okay, all these three things store only numbers. Okay, all these things will store only numbers. Okay, the same thing, double and float store decimal values. Boolean stores true or false. Okay, Boolean stores true or false over there. Then after that, character stores any one single character alone. It can be anything. A, 1, Z. Any one thing that should be there in single code. Any one character it can store for us. That's what it will do. String, it is any information that is comes under a double quote is called as a string. It can store a single character, otherwise it can store multiple words. Okay, hello world. Any information that comes under double quotes is called as a string over here. Okay, that's it. So short, I told it can store number, integer, long, everything can store. But why we need three type of data? That is, if it's want to store numbers only means. Okay, why these three things means? Okay, so that is it as a range. Okay, everything as a range. It can store only till to that values only. That's what. Okay, so example, for example, this one. This can store what? Numbers. Same thing, double and float. Float, it can store decimals. That's the thing. So now we have to see the difference between short means. Okay, for example, short means what is the thing? Short, it can store values from -50 to 100. Okay, I'm not going to give the perfect numbers. I'm going to give the numbers which is a little bit make you to understand it. Okay, integer can store values from -500 to 1000. Long can store values from -2000 to 40,000, something like that. Okay, double, it can store values from double, it can store values from minus 500.50 to 500.50 to, for example, 1000.99. Float can store values from minus 3000.00 to 50,000.50. Okay, this is a range. Okay, this is the range. In between the values which are there in between this range only, that data type can accept. Okay, so now I want to store a value of 300. Okay, so now can you tell me which are the data types can accept for me means? Okay, So 300 is a number. Okay, I can store it in short, integer, and long. Okay, which are the data types can accept? Can anyone say? Krishna Peria, can you tell me? So 300 is my value. Okay, so which are the data types will support for me in these ranges? Short and integer. We'll see. Short minus 50 to 100. Okay, 300 exceeds that part. So short will not accept. Okay, so integer will accept minus 500 to 1000. In between range 300 is coming. Same thing if you see long also minus 2000 to 40,000. In that also 300 comes. So for me integer and then after that long. Integer and long both supports for me. That's the thing. Same thing if it is actually 1000, for example, right now I'll make it as minus 20. Now Divya, can you tell me which are the things will support for me? Minus 20 means which are the variables will support for me? Can you tell me? So short, then anything else will support? Yes, correct. Okay, integer long. Because from my side, if you see, minus 20 can be in between this range of short also, and then integer also and long also. So integer, sorry, short, integer, long, all will be supported for us. That's the thing. Okay, same thing. If it is minus 200.20. Now, Sunil, can you tell me what are the things will support for me? Minus 200.20 means?
Hi, Murli.
Yeah,
Can you
yes.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, it supports double and also fault.
Perfect, correct.
So,
Double and float because 200.20 will comes minus 500 in between range. 200 minus 202.20 comes. Here also the 200.20 comes. Okay. For this reason only the data types are being required for us. Clear? You understood the concept of data types, why we need these data types? Everyone has understood? No confusions, right? It's a very simple concept. This is the why data types are needed. Okay. If anyone has any doubts, ping me. Okay. So now we'll see about variables right now. So how a variable can be used? Okay. So variables. So variables. Okay. There is two concepts. One is declaration. Another one is initialization. There are two things. One is declaration. Another one is initialization. So declaration means, see, that is integer I. If I give, so that means this is concept is called as declaration. Okay. Then initialization means, okay. So I is equal to 10. Okay. Right now you might be confusing. I'll explain you clearly. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Initialization means assigning a value for that. I is equal to 10. It can also be done in the same form. Declaration and initialization can be done at the same point also. Integer I is equal to, I'll make integer j is equal to 50. Okay, this concept is called as declaration and initialization of the same step. See, I'm declaring a variable here and also initializing the variable here. Both the things I'm doing. Okay, so we'll see step by step. So what's going to happen? When I give an information called integer I, what will happen? Right now, this will create me a memory location for me here. This will create me a memory location. Then the memory location name will be I. Okay, memory location name will be I. Then the integer will act as a reference point to this memory location. Tells store only integer values alone. Okay, store integer values alone. That means the values which are there in between this range -500 to 1000, in between that range, if you have any value, then only you should accept in this variable. That's what this is going to tell. Now I is equal to 10. Now what will happen? It will search for the memory location which has I variable. Yes, here it is. Then it will store 10 in it. Okay, before storing 10, it will check whether it's an integer value or not. Yes, it's an integer value, so it can accept this 10 over here. That's the thing. Integer j equal to 50. Now what will happen? It creates me a memory location. Then j will be the memory location name. Then this integer will act as a reference point to the memory location. Says store only integer values alone. Okay, then that 50, it will be checking whether it's accepts in the range between that value. Yes, it accepts. So 50 is been stored over here. Clear? This concept is called as declaration and initialization. Everyone is clear about this concept? Any doubts for anyone? Yes. Okay, so now we'll write a program for this one. So now I'll create a class. Okay, basic variables. Okay, and one more thing I already told you, package or a class should not have a spaces, or it should not have hyphen. Only it can have underscores. Okay, that is what the syntax, the extra symbol it can have. Okay, basic underscore variables over here. Then I'm having my main function. Click on finish. So integer I, when I give what will happen, so this one will create me a variable, tell to the variable store only integer values unknown. Okay, by default what will happen when I give like this? Okay, so if I give like integer x, if I give like this, what will happen? This will create me a memory location, tells to the memory location. Okay, x is the name of it. Then after that tells to the memory location store only integer values alone. So right now if I have not assigned any value, by default it assigns the default value of it. So 0 is the default value of this integer. Okay, so if you see over here, what is the default value for each and everything? Okay, for the byte 0 is the default value, for short is 0, then for integer 0, for long it's 0, if it is double it's 0.0, float also is 0.0, then for boolean false is the default one, false is the default one, for character is empty over there, for string also is empty. That's the thing. Clear? We'll see all those things. Okay, so now I'm going to declare a variable, then I'm going to print system.out.println. Then if I give here I like this, see what happens. Right click, run as Java application. It prints me hi itself. Okay, any information that comes under a double quotes is called as always a string. So if I want to refer a variable that should not have any double quotes in it, okay, then only this will be pointing me this variable. Okay, to system.out.println, I'm giving I over here. Sorry, it's giving me error. It's loading. Okay, the default is taking 0 over there for me. Okay, the same thing if at global level, if I do, it will not ask me to initialize there itself. That's the only thing. So now it will be printing me 0 over here. Then after that, I'm trying to reassign the value. I is equal to 30. Now if I print system.out.println, then control space, then I. What will happen? Right click, run as Java application. That 30 will be assigned over here. Okay, this is what declare in an initialization. So now we'll do both the things at the same time. 50 SYSO Y. So right click Java application. So 50 is accepting over there for me here. That's it. Clear? This is what about basics about variables. Okay. So if everyone is clear about, I'll go to the next concept of types of variables. Okay. I'll go to the types of variables. If you have any doubts, you can stop me. Types of variables. So what are the types of variables we have? Okay, that is we have global variables, and then we have local variables. Okay, so global variables is of two types. Okay, global variables is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static. Okay, one is static, another one is non-static. Local variables is of only one type. That is actually normal local variable. That's it. There is no specific name for it. Okay, what is the static and non-static means? Okay, so for example, this is my class. Class ABC. Okay, always a class will have a main function like to. Any variables that are being declared inside the function integer I. Okay, integer I is equal to an integer I something. Okay, if I declare like this, okay, this will be called as the local variable. Okay, this concept is called declaration and initialization. If a variable is declared inside a function, that is called as the local variable. This is local variable. Okay, a variable which is being declared outside the main function is called as global variable. For example, integer x, integer y is equal to 20. Okay, then okay, any variables that have been declared outside the function, that are all called as global variables. Global variables. Okay, I told global variables of two types. One is static and non-static. So static variables will have a static keyword. Static integer z equal to 30. That's the thing. Okay, so these two things are this is non-static variable. This is static variable. This is static variable. This is non-static variable. This is a local variable. How to print those things? Okay, so local variable I know system.out.println. System.out.println. Then if I give I, that will print me the local variable. The same thing. If it is a static variable, I need to refer with help of the class name. So abc dot z. Okay, z is the variable name. So I need to refer with help of the class name. So abc dot z I need to refer. Okay, the same thing if it is a non-static variable, I need to refer them with help of an object only. Okay, always non-static members can be referred with help of the object only. How to create an object means, so new abc. This will help me to create an object. Okay, creating an object. Okay, so new abc I give. So here I'm going to give abc obj1 equal to new abc. So now an object has been created. Now all the non-static members will be loaded under the object. Clear? Now the non-static members will be loaded under the object for us. Then if I want to print it, system.println obj1 dot x. If you print, that will print me 0. System.println obj1 dot y. Okay, that will print me 20. That's the thing. Okay, this is how it works for me. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Okay, so now you will be having a confusion.
Murli?
Yeah, yes, Divya.
We've given the name ABC because the class name is ABC, is it? Or
Yes, yes. The thing is, the class name is ABC. That's why I convert. Okay.
and ABC before OBJ1.
The thing is, this one is a reference over there. I'm going to explain you this one because I know that for sure you guys will be having confusion on this one because it's a new thing. Apart from this object level, I'm going to explain you. You're able to understand this. What is it? The local variable. Why I'm using like this? The static member
Yes.
referring with help of a class name. That one, everyone understood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to explain you about the object in a detailed manner as of now. Okay. So now, as per memory allocation level, I'm going to tell you. So now, what will happen when I'm going to execute a program? So before that, object, how it has been utilized, we'll see. So first, before going to the object, I'll explain you this one. Integer I is equal to 10 I'm giving. So what will happen right now for me when I give like this? For me, it creates me a memory location. Then I will be the name of the memory location. Then the integer will act as a reference to the memory location. Say store only integer values alone. Then this value 10 has been checked once whether it's integer value and then it has been stored. Correct? The same thing will happen over there for the object level also. So what will happen when I give it as new ABC? This concept will help me to create. Okay, this concept will help me to create one object over there. Okay, so this will create me an object here. Okay, so this will create me an object over there. So that's what it will do. Okay, next. Now we are going to say you what will happen if I give it as wait just a second. Okay, wait just a second, guys. Okay, sorry. So now I'm going to give you here DEF is my class, for example. Okay, so I'm okay. The same thing I'll do. So ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. When I give like this, what will happen? So new ABC will help me to create an object. Okay, so here what is perfectly will happen, I'll tell you. Okay, when I give the information new ABC over here, So what will happen? That will help me to create an object. Then next, what will happen? The obj1 will be the object name. Then the ABC is what it will do means now this will act as a reference. Tell to the memory location, load all the global members of the ABC class. Okay, load global members of ABC class. That's what it will do. Okay, load the global members of ABC class. That's what it will do over here. Clear? Okay, so what are the global members that we have over here in this ABC class names? Okay, we'll see here. So what are the global members? So before the main function, what are the things are there? Everything is a global member. So for me, X will be loaded. Okay, X, that will be loaded. Then integer Y, that is 20 right now the value, that also will be loaded. Then static int Z equal to 30, that also will be loaded. So this one I will make it as int is equal to 20. This one I will give a notification like this. This is static. Okay, I'll give it as like this. This is static. So this is how numbers. Okay. So once again, I'm going to repeat you. For example, if I give the information as ABC obj1 equal to new ABC, when I give, what will happen? The new ABC will help me to create an memory allocation that is called as an object. Okay. Then the obj1 will be the memory allocation name. obj1 will be the memory allocation name. This ABC now will act as a reference. Okay, this will act as a reference which tell to the memory location store only ABC global members alone. So what are the global members here we have? Which are the things that are outside the main function? So now the integer X that will come. So if I'm not declaring any value, the default value of this X will be what right now? 0 will be taken. The default value of X is 0 now. Then integer Y equal to 20. Integer Y is 20. Then integer Z equal to 30. Okay, all these things.
Murli, I have a doubt here.
Yeah, yes, Divya.
Yeah, this new ABC again, it has to be the class name or?
Yes, it should be the class name. That should be the class name. It's
So whatever the class prefix new that it whenever we are creating obj, it has to be that new
correct,
class
correct.
name.
Perfect. It should be same. ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. There are some cases that will come different, but that one when I'm coming to the inheritance concept, now that time I'll complete you. As of now, it's like you remember this both should be same always. Clearer?
Okay, yeah.
That's the thing. So now I told you that right now these things now it can be referred with help of the object name. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so now how to utilize all those things and everything? What are the things? Okay, I can refer X and Y because both are non-static, but static member also I can refer over here. That's the thing. Okay, so static members can also be referred with the help of the object obj1 dot z. That is also possible. That is what here. Clear? Then after that, if you see, the static members can also be referred with help of only the variable name also. But the standard way to use the static members always with reference of the class name only. Okay, with object name only, non-static members should be referred. Okay, but there is an option you can also refer with help of the object name. Otherwise, with also with help of the variable name also. Clear? Everyone has understood about a little bit about global and local variable. I don't want that actually you have to be 100% perfect, but I want you to be understanding that actually what global variable means. It should be outside the main function, which is of two types. One is non-static and then static. Local variables will be inside the function. Okay, local variables can be called with help of the variable name. Non-static members always should be called with help of the object name alone. Then static members should be called with help of the class name. Okay, but it can also be called with reference of the object name and then also the variable name also. Clear? Everyone has understood this concept? Anyway, I'll be writing the things actually. What are the things right now I explained now? So those things I'll be writing over here also. Okay. Global members will be outside the functions. Global members of two types. Two types. One is static. Another one is non-static. When local members are declared inside the function. Declaration means what? Integer I am giving now. That is called as declaration. Initialization means I is equal to 20. Okay, that is what. Okay, declaration means if I get the information integer I, that means it's like I'm declaring, I'm creating a new variable. That is what. Okay. Then next step, local members will be directly used with help of the variable name. Okay, the same thing. Non-static members okay, before that, okay, non-static members will be referred with help of object name. Okay, then one more thing I need to say to you. When we create an object, all the global members will be loaded. That is static, non-static members. Okay, the non-static members will be referred with help of the object name. Okay, then static members can be referred with help of class name. Of class name, object name, variable name directly. Okay, these are the things. Okay, these are the things that I want you guys to remember. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Understanding? Everyone is clear about this concept now? Okay, so I'll stop the class as of now for with this one today. Okay, tomorrow I'll be explaining you with help of the memory allocations. That is actually what when I'm going to execute a class, So what are the memory allocations will be given for each and everything, and which memory will be stored in which place over there. So if you understand that one, okay, working on with the program is very much easier for you. Okay, so learning any programming language also will be easier. So that concept is what tomorrow I'm going to help you. Clear? Okay, guys. Hey, one more thing. Actually, so I'm sending you the meeting request to you. No? I'll stop the recording. Okay. So okay, yeah, I'm sending you the meeting request to you guys now. So that one actually check in your email ID once. Okay. In case if you're not getting it, go to your spam. So in the more, if you go to your spam, will be there. No. Sorry. In spam folders also, you might be seeing that. Okay, in case if you are not received over there in the my inbox, it will be there in the spam folder, so you can just check that also. So once you go over there, you can also make it as okay, so to display over there, that one also you can do. Okay, okay guys, see you tomorrow. Thank you, bye. Today evening also you can just come in case if you wish. Okay, okay. Thank you guys.